Alright guys, how we doing? Welcome back to another video. So in this video, I'm going to play about with this module here, which is called actuators board. Says there, actuators board. And it's essentially three motors. I guess I've got a DC motor, servo motor, and stepper motor. Hopefully I got those right. If not, that's embarrassing. So this thing is pretty cool, but I have no idea how to use it. So you can obviously drive this stepper and then the servo, and this DC motor here has a 3D printed, I believe this little cell here, I don't know if you can tell, I'm not sure, but anyways, it's got this, something attached to the shaft, right? And so here you have, I don't know what type of sensor it is, ultra UV, or I can't remember, probably the ones that I use in line follower. But anyways, it looks and it can see the rotating on and off pulse signals. That's essentially an encoder, and then that means that you can actually do closed loop control with this thing. So I'm not going to do any of that in this video. All I want to do, and a success for me would be to run one of these. I'm not convinced I'm going to be able to run one of them, but a success would be to run one of them. And if I can run all three of them, then perfect. So got this E-blocks bit of kit. I'm going to remove all of this. I finished the curriculum for that. I'm so happy I finished that. So let's just remove all of this, and then we're going to go over to flow code. So I'll plug this in here, and then I need to also supply this board with 5 volts. So I honestly, by the way guys, these things are fantastic. So I've got my power supply set to 5 volts, and then I've got male and female versions of these, and I just plug it in. It's just so nice. Instead of having to find a DC barrel charger every time, I've got my power supply on my desk. So yeah, so there's that. Let's just tuck it away so it looks a bit more prettier. Oh, yep, there we go. All right, cool. So step number 1 is we're going to go over to the flow code website. We're going to go to the wiki, and we're going to look for an example program. So we go to examples and tutorials, and then motor test pick, I believe. This project tests motor control functionality using pick microcontroller as a controller. All right, let's download it and let's open it. Okay, wish me luck, guys. Come on. This project was built using a newer version of flow code and is not guaranteed to run correctly. Okay. At least it didn't prevent me from opening it. This is bloody Siemens now. It would have prevented me. Okay. So I've also got this panel that opened up on my other screen. So this is the 2D component panel. So this looks good. So E-blocks pick 16, which is what I've got. Port A, port B. Port A is the BL0169 LCD board, which I don't have. Okay, so we will move this then to here. And now I don't have this LCD thing. Yeah, it's a bit interesting that. Do I have? So I have only the combo board and stuff. So bit of a shame. Anyways, it doesn't matter. All right, moving on. So we're not going to use the LCD, so we won't see anything displayed on the LCD. Let's just see if I just go to build, compile to target. Is this just going to let me? So what I said to my boss is we need example programs on the wiki that someone can run within seconds and get something working, and then they can start programming and go from there. So I'm hoping that this is that literally we can start programming straight away. What I don't understand is how am I going to drive these? I guess I haven't looked at the code yet. It says it's like a servo test, so it looks like, from the look of things, we initialize the screen, and then okay, so that file's been sent now. Is anything going to happen? So nothing's happened yet. Okay, we go to main. All right, let's look at the code. So far nothing happened. We start the screen, which I don't have. Print to the screen, which I don't have. Again, the screen is output only, right? It's just displaying information to me, so I shouldn't need it because I can't input any information via the screen. So DC motor test, stepper motor test, servo motor test. So this should run this function, then this function, this function, then end. So we go into the DC motor test. I can't access this like that. Why can't I just double click to go into it? How do I just show macro as flowchart? Okay, cool. I could have changed tabs there, but I wanted to see if I didn't have the tabs open. All right, so we should start this DC motor test, which I believe is this one here. We enable it, increment the number PWM value to 0, increment number 25, clear the screen, loop 10 times. PWM value, which is currently 0, is equal to that plus the increment number, so 25. This should go, I guess, from 25 to 100%, and then I guess back down again. Yeah. But it didn't do that. So, why didn't it do it? So I've got a red LED on there. You see? Is a red LED good or bad? I have no idea. Is that multicolored? I don't know. I've got some switches here which say DC feedback and actuators. So I guess leave it on digital. My actuators is off, so if I turn that on, and then I'm guessing now, if that's activated the motors, then perhaps now I need to reset the microcontroller so that it can start its program again. So hopefully press reset and this runs. Hey, we're moving. Oh, it went backwards. Ah, yes. No, honestly, well done. Oh, what's moving? Oh yeah, the servo. The servo. Ah, the step is good. Brilliant. Brilliant. No, well done. I'm happy with that. That is probably my favorite Matrix thing thus far. Everything should be that easy. You know, I shouldn't really have to open a manual to just do that. So now I should be able to have some fun. And if I went into main, for example, so let's go over here. If I go into main and I just say DC motor test, it should be easy for me to start making some changes now. So let's go with a loop and there. And then I don't know if I ever got these push buttons working, but I'll put, okay, no, I know what I'll do. Yeah, I'll put these push buttons on. I can't remember if I ever got them working. So just to give you a bit of a closer look. So it's just a board with some push buttons on it. So it should be very easy to get this working. So if I now go, let's say, let's do this. Let's make so that if I press button 0, it runs a DC motor test. If I press button 1, it does bit 0 DC motor, bit 1 stepper, bit 2 servo. So let's do that. So if we do what I want, I want to read an input first. I've forgotten how to use it. It's been a week since I finished that curriculum. All right, port A. Read the value of port A and store it in port input. Okay, let's just do that. Create that for me. Global variable. Yep. Give it a byte. Yep. Okay. So then now make a decision, which is if input A is equal to 0. Oh wait, do we want 0? 1. If it's equal to 1, do the DC motor test. And then if it's equal to 2, do the stepper motor test. And lastly, be equal to 3. Or not 3, sorry, 4. Alright. Then now we should have some control. Oh wait, the program's not in the loop actually. Damn. Alright, wait, just cancel it. Can I cancel? Yep. Alright, put the whole program in a loop. So oh, it just keeps running. We don't need any of this LCD stuff. Drag all of that. Oh, put that in there. Read my inputs at the top of each cycle. There we go. And yeah, I mean, honestly, I'm very happy with this. I think what I would like to do at this point, which I'm not going to show you guys because I don't want to bore you, but I'm going to go on the wiki and I'm going to make this, so this motor test thing, I'm going to make it a page, and then I'll chuck in, perhaps some screenshots or something of the board, or I don't know, like maybe like telling people to ensure that you've turned that on, etc. Maybe saying that, yeah, maybe I will. I've just given myself a bit more work there. Actually, I might not do it. don't take my word for that. All right, so if I press bit 0, do we get whichever one of the DC motor test? We do. Nice. I love that. Honestly, absolutely love that. All right, so then nothing should happen. So if I press bit 1, yep, we got this little thing. Toolkey servo. Or stepper, sorry. Stepper or servo? I'm confused now. Servo. Just doing that test. And then, because it's not an interrupt, nothing should happen when I press yeah, exactly. So I gotta wait till that is finished doing what it's doing. Doing this little test. Come on. Whenever you're ready, geese. Come on. Stop, 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 stop. Is he stuck? Why is it still going? He's lost it. He's lost the plot, he has. Why is why is that stepper motor test still going? Alright, let's open it up. So the stepper motor test runs, unless it's just reading. No, that's a weird bug. The if input 2 then stepper motor test. No, that shouldn't be running. Okay, so pressing this one, pressing bit 0 eventually got it to stop. That's weird. I don't know that bug out there. All right, and then so if I press the third button, which is setting that bit to 4, should start this stepper. Oh, that's the servo. Sorry, that's the servo. That's the stepper. Yep. Go again. Lovely. Lovely. So if that spins all the way around, is that going to hit the bottom of that board? I think it will, right? Let's go servo motor test, and can I just make it spin all the way around? Last thing I never done. Sorry. All right. So if I go to my code, and what are we doing? Loop 5 times. We set the position to here. So can I set the position even further? So 0, 2, 5, 5. I don't know what these mean. Channel position. And it's only got a range between 100, 255. Can I set it to 0? Oh, I guess it can't go. I guess it just can't go around. I'm guessing. Let's just run it. Compile. Maybe it only has 180 degrees movement. Because it kind of looks like it's going to hit. Yeah, it will definitely hit. It would definitely hit if it went all around. I guess it just doesn't go 360. I'm not really used to motors at this size. So and especially DC ones. I'm kind of more used to the bigger AC motors. But even just the naming, I can see now that says micro servo. So that's the stepper. All right, come on. Last test. So we've just added in position 0 as well. So if I press now 3. Okay, so it's literally just got 90 degrees of movement. Even less. Oh yeah, about 90, yeah. So that's 0, 45, and 90. Cool. All right, cool guys. Hope you enjoyed this. I enjoyed this. The ease of use of setting that up was brilliant, and everything Matrix E-blocks needs to be that easy. So yeah, cool. Thanks for watching. I enjoyed that. 5 stars for me.